While I was writing my vows, I was looking through old poetry, trying to find a poem that I knew that I must have written about you, and I stumbled across vows that I had written to you on July 28, 2018. So even if you think it's cheating, those are the vows I'm using today. Although you wouldn't be able to tell from my Pinterest page, we are not engaged. But if I married you today, this is what my vows would say. My beloved, I promise not to laugh at what comes out of the oven because despite how it looks, I know I'll love it. I promise to put the dishes back the way you like them because even though I don't get it, I know you have a system. I promise to talk too much during road trips, and though I can't promise to talk less during movies, I'll try my best. I promise to stay loud and a little crazy because that's the person that you fell in love with. And I won't promise you a love that's perfect because I don't make promises that I can't keep, but I promise you a love that's worth it, the same love that you promised to me. I promise that I will never stop seeking to understand you and to love you continuously through all of our phases because a decade from now and a decade from then and a decade again, I promise we'll be different people. Just like we're different people than we were a decade ago. And I promise to thank the stars for that because the parts we love in one another are not susceptible to change regardless of time, circumstance, or age. I'd also like to add in a few more that 2018 me hadn't thought of yet. I promise to keep knocking on the timekeeper's door, and no matter his answer, I'll keep asking for more. No matter the consequences, I'll keep stealing moments every chance I get. I'll keep my study perfecting the science of making time move more slowly because I want to make the most of those moments. Because somehow together time moves so swiftly, I fear that I'll blink and I'll be missing those moments so precious, the time we were spending. And I promise not to be afraid of time. I promise to hold your hand and stare into uncertainty and know beyond know that we will be fine. No matter the challenges, impossible is not a part of our dictionary because once upon a time the thought of you and I seemed impossible too, but I'm right here with you and I'll stay here until time comes to take me, I promise. You're the only home I've ever known, truly in my soul. And in you I find calm, love, time fortified and reinforced by the fact that you already know the worst parts of me. And you love me not in spite of those parts, but because of them. You have loved me so hard that even when I didn't love myself, I could at least see how someone else could. Honestly, I have to think of myself as the luckiest person because in an infinite number of timelines fractured by billions of tiny choices, I got you and I still get you. I know our souls have known each other in 1,000 different timelines and lifetimes and that we'll find each other again. You and I are two pieces of cloth ripped from the same fabric of stars before we even knew who we were. So my final vow is that I promise to enjoy spending the rest of my life adventuring the unknown with you and to love myself like you love me all the way.
Christin, I am so honored and privileged to stand here today in front of our friends and family preparing to become your husband. First off, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me through all the peaks and valleys over the last 5 years. Thank you for smiling when I frowned, for giving me your heart and your love, and I promise to cherish it and never take it for granted. For the constant help and direction, thank you for the endless laughter, for documenting our whole life. Even though I don't like it sometimes, the memories you capture in your photos are as irreplaceable as you. You're my forever road trip partner, my sounding board, and my biggest supporter. We've changed and grown as people more than your hair has, all leading to today. Today, I humbly and joyfully take you as my wife, a bond that will last forever. The first day of our second journey has come. As we begin, I vow to compromise throughout, even when I don't want to. I promise to listen more than I critique, to not become complacent. I promise to appreciate the little things and say I love you every night. I vow to be patient and helpful, always cherish your huge smile, infectious laugh, and keen dad joke timing. To comfort you when you're scared, to keep my words soft and my tone pure. You're my best friend, my concert partner, roller coaster rider. I'm so lucky I can now add wife to that list. You've made me the best version of myself I've ever been. I could never compete, but I vow to build you up every day in hopes of coming close.